everybody, welcome back to Homestead Heart. And y'all, your original Spice Girl is back. Okay, I ain't talking about them, from overseas. No, they not real Spice Girls. I mean, I know that's what they call themselves, but they not real Spice Girl. I'm real deal Spice Girl. I'm really the original. That's me. Not them girls. So let's get into it. Now today, you all, I am in here getting ready to jar up my spices. My jars, y'all, are ready to go. But let's talk about my spices and the importance of buying them in bulk. Yeah, okay? Now, y'all, look. This season, I have used every ounce of pickling spice that I have. The pickling spice that I had, okay, I purchased it in bulk, and it lasted me quite some time. Like, it lasted me a full year. From one season to the next can of season, I was actually able to use it 2 seasons in a row. That's how much pickling spice I had, okay? But this season, I did so many pickles that I absolutely was down to like the last quarter of a teaspoon is what was left in my container. So it was time for me to re-up, okay? All right, y'all. So now, the first thing is yes, I do buy my spices in bulk. Where do I get them from? I get them from your DeKalb Farmers Market, okay? Let me show you. Is it on here? It don't say it, but that's where it comes from, okay? Your DeKalb Farmers Market, just outside of Atlanta, Georgia. Do they ship? I don't know. I don't think so. But if you know somebody in that area, they can hook you up. I do buy them in bulk because, in truth, when I looked at the price of pickling spice in any of your local grocery stores, ridiculous, okay? I'm talking about for a container this size, or even half this size, okay? This is mustard seed. We're going to talk about this mustard seed too. $4, okay? $4 for this, okay? Because I was making, I don't know what kind of pickle I was making. I don't know what I was making, but I needed some celery seed alone, okay? And so I had to purchase this, and it cost $3.98, $4, okay? Okay, before I was so rudely interrupted. $4, y'all, for this. So that is not how I roll, okay? I don't get down like that. There's a gnat in here. I don't get down like that, y'all. I honestly prefer buying in bulk. And if I could buy in bulk, that will save me money over the long run, okay? I have these, straining at a net. I have these mustard seed that I paid for $4. And this one, $1.12. $1.12, $4. Okay? $1.12, $4. I don't think so. So this is how I prefer to buy my spices, okay? Now, you all, what I'm getting ready to do is put all of these babies in jars and get them put away out of these containers, because I don't have nowhere to put all of these little containers, all right? But I don't throw the containers away because they do come in handy for other things, okay? Now, I think I'm going to go ahead now and get started, but we're going to go ahead and do the pickling spice first. All of my pickling spice is gone. All of it. Yes. But I have all of these. Yes. The most expensive of the bunch is $1.63. The least expensive of the bunch is $1.36. Yeah. Now, I would have wanted to buy it in like a 3-pound bag, right? Which would have probably cost me somewhere around $15 or something like that for 3 pounds, you know? Because you can get the whole 3-pound bag. I don't even think it would have been $15 because the more you buy, the less expensive it is in weight, okay? For some of their spices, not all. But the more you buy, especially for this, it costs a little bit less. So I could have got 3 pounds for like $15 or less, okay? That's a lot, 3 pounds, all right? So let's go ahead and get these babies jarred up. Okay, I have my half-gallon jar here. And I think somebody asked me, can you can in these? These are not meant for canning. These are meant for storage, okay? Like your grains, like flour, oats, rice, spices in my case, you know. You can use these, salt, whatever you want to put in it. This would be better for storage, okay? Not for canning. These are not meant for canning, okay? All right, so let's go ahead now, and I'm just going to start taking these out. Y'all want to smell it? That smells good. Oh, man, it smells good. And I'm just putting them all in this jar, and like I said, I'm keeping... Ooh, that's kind of strong. I could smell the dill in here. But what's really strong is these dried peppers right here. Now that's one thing I could say. If you buy pickling spice out of the store, it's not going to come with them extra fancy ingredients in it like that. Woo. So no, you really want to try to buy them in bulk. Now, you can also buy them in bulk from Azure Standard, okay? That's strong. You can also buy it in bulk from Azure Standard. And what I'll do is I'll put a link down in the description box below. And you can click that link and you can shop with Azure and buy your items in bulk. Not just your spices, but your grains, like your beans, rice. They have those things in bulk. And you can buy them in bulk as well. Okay? Now, actually, my jar is almost full. Look at that. And this will be excellent for when I start pickling. I'll be ready to go for next season. Yes, I will. So now, let me get the rest of these in. Oh, good. Oh, good. Come on. Let it go. All right. Oh, y'all. I think I'd have made a mess. Let's see. I knew better than that. I knew better than that. No problem, Bob. Let's see. I was trying to make it work. That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to make it work. All right, perfect. So, look at that. A full jar of pickling spice. This is going to be ready to go for next canning season. Look at that. Now I can still do some pickling if I want, because we still got plenty of watermelon left over. I think we got like 5 watermelons or 6 left over, right? So if I wanted to do some watermelon and rind pickles, I could do that. I don't know if I'm gonna, but I could, right? So I don't know. I might, seeing as how I still have this one left over. So that's 1 jar down. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, let's move on. All right, next on the list is my ginger. Y'all, look, $1.54. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. $1.54. Ginger. Yeah. I'm just going to pop the lid on these. And I'm going to carefully spoon this ginger to kind of minimize the dust, the powder coming from this ginger. Wow. And you all, I'm completely out of ginger. Not only do I cook with ginger, but I love ginger in our tea. We use this a lot in our teas. It is so good to use in tea. So I don't just use this spice just for cooking or baking. Again, you can use this. It has multi-purposes, right? And this is another one I would have preferred to have purchased it in the bag, but they were not handing out those big bags. You know, you had to literally go and get it off the shelf. Some things I was able to get, but others, not so much. Now that's just 3 containers, and I've done 3 containers, and I have 4 left. And at approximately $1.45, something like that per container, and I have 7 containers, that is an excellent deal, right? Okay? And it's good. I've been using the spices from this market for years, and I absolutely love these spices. I have never had a problem with them. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get all of this in there. I'm probably going to have to do half and half. Yeah. I don't know. It might go. No, it ain't. Can't make that work. Now, put my lid on. Sit my ginger to the side. Actually, I have my little jar right here. See that? Okay? And that's what sits up here on my counter. And this is empty. So I'm just going to use this to fill this up. Okay? Because, like I said, I use it a lot. And I will be just refilling this little container here from the larger container, okay? Okay, this is full. There's my ginger for my countertop. And I'll pop that right back up there. So yeah, I keep a lot of my spices that I use on a regular basis, like all the time. They all stay right here, okay? And then if I need to refill them, I'll refill them as needed, okay? Now we're going to move on to The cinnamon, $1.21. Look at that. $1.31 for this one. Let's see. See that? Man, oh man. Now this one is, I've already pulled quite a bit out of this one because, or one of them, because I refilled my countertop cinnamon. I'm out of cinnamon too. So y'all, this is my refill. I'm stocking up again, right? So, boy, you don't want to get a nose full of cinnamon dust. You don't. Celery seed, 94 cents. So yeah, about $1 and some pennies, and I got plenty of celery seed. And I use celery seed for canning as well. I use it for cooking. You can use celery seed. Someone asked, can they use celery seed in their chicken stock in place of celery? You absolutely can. You absolutely can, okay? Because I do too. All right? So celery seed is versatile. Mustard seed. Every time. Every single time. I use mustard seed. Y'all, I can't help but think and ponder over a scripture that talks about faith. Can you see that? All you need is faith, the size of a mustard seed. That's all you need right there. Can you even see that? That's the amount of faith you need. Right there. Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. So before we get to the last spice that I'm going to be putting in the half-gallon jars, talk to you about one of my favorites. This is chili powder, but it's a Chipotle chili powder. And y'all, this stuff is so good. Man, look at that. Just look at that deep dark color of that chili powder. Isn't that just absolutely beautiful? Y'all, I have to cook in every batch of chili that I make. I use this chili powder. I have to. I can't let this be the only chili powder I use because it's very spicy, okay? So if I'm cooking chili and I have to put in 3 tablespoons of chili, then I'm going to do like a half and half, right? Because this stuff is spicy. It's very spicy. But the flavor profile that it adds to my chili is undeniably like the best, okay? So I'm going to be putting these. I only got 5 of them. And I'm going to be putting these inside of a quart-sized jar that I already have for my Chipotle chili powder. And I have another one for my regular chili powder because, again, I buy in bulk, right? So that particular quart jar is down to like this. So I should be able to get the bulk of these in there. Maybe 3 or 4 of these can go in there to fill that quart-sized jar all the way up. And then the other, I'll just put it in the cabinet here, and I'll use it first. All right, now let me pull out these jars because I know I'm gonna need more than two. This spice I use all the time, if not almost like 3 or 4 times a week. I use it all the time, right? And so I said to myself, I'm going to get about 3 pounds of this, right? Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to get about 3 pounds of it. And so when the person who was picking it up for me said, you sure you want the 3 pound bag? I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I want the 3 pound bag, you know. Wasn't thinking. Been had so much going on. I wasn't thinking. Yeah, I want the 3 pound bag. He's like, okay, the 3 pound bag is $30. I'm like, $30? For 3 pounds? $30. I'm like, okay. All right, everything going up anyway. Price is going up. I may as well go on and get it now, right? So I was thinking for like the 3 pound bag, in my mind, it was going to be a little bag like this, right? I wasn't thinking about the weight differences with the spices. Like a 3 pound bag of smoked paprika is going to be in a bag like this, right? About like this wide and maybe this tall. That's going to be it. 3 pounds, real small, right? I didn't think about the fact that this particular spice is light as a feather. So it's going to take a whole lot more of this to get to 3 pounds. My favorite spice, you all, that I use all the time, whether it be for spices, especially in, not spices, sauces. You know, I make a lot of different type of sauces with this. But I also use it a lot when I'm canning. And that is my dill weed. Y'all, when they gave me 3 pounds, I'm like, what in the world is this? But that's fine, because it's not like it won't get used, right? Do y'all know I used all of my dill weed canning pickles because I don't use dill seed. I don't use the heads. I don't even have enough dill. I didn't even have enough dill growing out there to use to can as many jars of pickles as I canned for my Mr. H, right? So I did not even come close to having enough for all of them pickles, okay? And y'all ain't gonna believe how many pickles he done already ate. The more I can, the more he eats. So anyway, this is gonna be fantastic because this will give me plenty to use when I'm making my brines to can his pickles. And also I will have plenty when I'm cooking and when I'm making my special simple sauces. Okay, so y'all, let's go ahead and get all this stuff canned, jarred up. All right, y'all, so I am gonna have to use a cup to scoop this out. Look at me already making a mess. This is a lot. I would not have purchased this much, but I have to admit, I'm like, well, at least I won't have to buy it for quite some time. But yeah, I easily used a lot of this when I was canning those pickles for Mr. H. And I kid you not, y'all, I actually prefer dill weed over the dill seed, okay? And this is just dried dill, okay? That's all. It's just dried dill, y'all. All right. That's the first one. All right, so that's all the dill weed. I have 3, well, I got 1.5 gallon jars full of dill weed, okay? Now, what I'm gonna do with the rest of this, I'm gonna jar this up, and she's gonna be taking this back with her because she uses it a lot too. So we all love our dill sauces, y'all. And that dill sauce, I can make that dill sauce and it goes with everything, right? I can put it on baked potatoes. I can put it over pasta and add some spinach to it, right? Well, not pasta, but egg noodles. Okay? I take my dill sauce and I usually literally use it as a dipping sauce. Like if I'm doing some wings or something like that, I'll make dill sauce. And we use it as a dipping sauce. I use a lot of this stuff right here because I love it. Mr. H and I, we absolutely love it. We love it. These should be plenty for Mr. H's pickles and stuff. At least I hope. And yeah, because I use quite a bit in each quart of his pickles. I use quite a bit of this, right? But it does give it like a good. It's like a. I can't explain the flavor of those dill pickles, but it's just like, I don't know. It's just perfect. It's perfect. And then, of course, I got one for all of my sauces and whatnot too. And I'm hoping that these 3 jars will be enough to get me through a year. I actually don't have any in my jar right here. And of course, I wiped out the what I had in my pantry. I wiped it all out during the canning season. So this was a good restock for us because I didn't have any to make any dill sauce for quite some time. So I'm so glad to get my hands on this. And yes, I'll be making some of that sauce tonight. All right. So I'm hoping that this will be enough to get us through at least a full year. And yeah, and have enough for Mr. H's pickles for next season as well. That's literally when I get wiped out, is when I'm making his pickles. All right, y'all, all the spices are done in my half-gallon jars. Everything else that I have will just kind of either stay in the little plastic container, or I will put it in the quart jars that have already been designated for these spices anyway, right? So, y'all, I have all of my dill weed here. I have my cinnamon. Whoops. Have my cinnamon here. I got my ginger, right? So I got enough ginger here to last me for at least a year. I'm hoping so, because the last time I bought ginger in bulk, it didn't last me that long, and I ended up having to go to the store and buy it this year because we use so much of it in our teas and whatnot. Okay, so yeah, but hopefully it'll help that I have ginger root growing outside. I don't know, we'll see. I have my celery seed here. I have my mustard seed here. Now, I will say this with the mustard seed. It didn't fill my jar all the way up, but that's okay. Oh, and what do I use mustard seed for? I use mustard seed for pickling. Yes, I do. I use it a lot when I don't use my pickling spice, because some recipes that I don't use a pickling spice, but I do use mustard seed, celery seed, okay, and cloves. All right, so if I have a recipe like that don't call for this particular pickling spice, then I have to make an adjusted version of pickling spice where it only calls for celery seed, mustard seed, and cloves. Okay, I try to get a full season out of my spices, and when I say season, I'm talking about a full year. Okay, I don't want to have to keep buying spices. I just want to know that I have what I need on hand, because if I have to run out, like when I ran out of mustard seed, see here, when I ran out of this, and no, I didn't have it in a jar this size over the last year. I had it in a quart size jar. So when I ran out, I had to go and buy this stuff. $4. I'm like, do I know what I could have got for $4? That's gonna do it. I just wanted to take y'all along with me while I got my spices all jarred up. So y'all, if you have your spices and your herbs and you can grow them in bulk, grow them in bulk. If you have to buy them in bulk, buy them in bulk. Again, if you know somebody that lives in the Atlanta area and they can kind of like go and get what you need, you know, get you to hook up, reach out to them so that you can get your spices in bulk. Or if you just want to order them online, you can order them from Azure Standard. I will put the link in the description box below, because if it is something that I need from Azure and they don't have it at that market, I will definitely be ordering it from Azure along with other grains and whatnot, like beans or rice or whatever it is that you need. You can get it from Azure. Okay. All right, y'all, that's going to do it for this video. It's probably a whole lot longer than I anticipated. But I just wanted to share with y'all. I get really excited about my spices. I really do, because I love cooking and stuff. So I get really excited about my spices. All right, y'all, if you haven't done so already, go ahead and give our video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single video that we upload to our channel. Thank y'all again for watching Homestead Heart. Peace and blessings to each and every one of you, and I want to see you in the next video.